Yo, what's going on, guys? J.Yumeko here, and today we're back, finally, with some more Find Love or Die trying. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, here we go. Now we're back in the right spot, I think, right? This should be the right spot. I think we, actually started a new game there. So, luckily we got that. Alright. I walked down to the kitchen where the girls were having breakfast. Which one's Scarlet again? Shit. Fuck. So, how was the date? Yeah, tell us. Tara was furiously scribbling down notes with the title War Plans in bold. It was really quite nice. We actually made this cake and the cookies yesterday together, Yumeko and I. I hope you all enjoy it. They're amazing, Scarlet. Thanks for making it for us. Thank you so much. They're so delicious. Tara scribbled, War of attrition is likely not an option. What are you writing there, Tara? Nothing. So, how come there's cookie batter everywhere? No matter where I look, I can see batter on every surface of the kitchen. It wasn't just the batter. Violet and I had knocked over quite a few things in our firefight. That's... You sure it was just baking together? I thought it was more than that. I charaded as if I was heartbroken. Oops. I gotta hand it to you, Violet. I didn't think you had it in you. Hubba hubba. Wait, no, nothing like that happened. Allie and I laughed and made finger guns at each other. I don't get it. That's because you're a good person, Yui. I think what Allie's trying to say is that Violet and Yumeko... Allie stuffed a cookie into Scarlet's mouth before she could finish her sentence. Wow, these cookies are pretty useful. You gotta teach me how to make these sometime, Violet. It would be my pleasure, Allie. Oh, teach me too. Why should Yumeko have all the good stuff? We spent the rest of the morning fooling around in the kitchen. My head. You okay? You don't look so good. Not so loud. My head's killing me after I had a ton of wine last night. I still had to edit our broadcast after that, which didn't help. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the woman who decides whether I get to live or die every night. And she was very, very drunk when she did that, just that. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Clearly you're still alive, Yumeko, so it's all good. Believe me, you drink too if you worked here. Just look at the Brothers 5. Working at Futuristic Evil Core, TM, has to come with some benefits, right? You'd think, but we still have to pay for dental out of pocket. Before I forget what this show's all about, today's the day you go on a date with... Who was the other soulmate candidate again? It was Yui. I was choosing Yui because I was interested in our background together. Yui. How much did you drink last night, Kat? Whatever, I knew that. Just testing you. Duh. Right. Alright, let's get this second date with Yui started. Woohoo! Whoa, someone tell the world to stop spinning like a little bitch. I'm pretty much fucked, huh? I could see Yui waving at me from the top of the hill. Hey there, Yumeko. It's nice to see you again. It's nice to see you too, Yui. You wanted to show me something? Now that I was closer, I could see Yui was holding one hand behind her back. Believe me, it's the most amazing thing you've ever seen. Behold. It's a bunny. It was indeed a bunny. Where did this little guy come from? To be honest, I've got no idea. I wonder if he's a wild one, or maybe somebody's pet. I've asked around, but it doesn't look like he belongs to anybody. So I've been taking care of him since I found him. I just couldn't help myself, you know? Yui's smile was as earnest as could be. Didn't you have a pet bunny back home?
I had two. Bun and Bun Bun. Both of them are total rascals, but Bun 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 here is a good boy, aren't you?
She nuzzled against Bun Bun Bun's head.
Yes, you are.
Nuzzle, nuzzle. We played with the bunny for a little while. She picked the bunny up and held it in her arms. Bun Bun looked quite content. You know, you're pretty amazing with animals, Yui.
Well, I've been surrounded by animals my whole life. Back at my house, well, to be honest, it was more of a barn than anything. Since my brothers were too young and Grandma was getting up there, I take care of all the animals. Grandma's taken care of them ever since we were born. My parents were supposed to take care of them after Grandma retired, but, well, you know, life happens. I'm just glad to have what I have. Bun Bun had managed
to squeeze out of her hands and ran off.
We gotta catch him. Let's go.
On it. I ran as fast as I could after Bun, but it was no use. The distance kept widening. Before long, we couldn't even see him anymore. Sorry. I couldn't catch him. He's really fast for something so small.
Don't worry about it. Bun likes to do this all the time. He's a bit mischievous, but he won't do anything dangerous. We can take our time looking for him. If you're willing to help.
Of course, Yui. We started walking towards where we last saw Bun, right after we caught our breath again.
Gosh, isn't it so nice to be outside? The smell of fresh air, the breeze. There's nothing like it.
There really isn't. I smiled.
At first, I was really excited to go to the city. There were so many people, so many things to do, so many beautiful things. And most of all, I got to meet you.
Shucks, you're gonna make me blush. Who the fuck says shucks anymore? Shucks, you're gonna make... Like, what the hell? She laughed and slapped me on the arm.
Even so, the city's just not my thing. It's a little bit funny, though the reason I had to come home all of a sudden was terrible. A little part of me was glad to be home. Ever had that kind of feeling before?
I have. It's strange, but sometimes there's good in the bad. And sometimes that good can outweigh the bad.
Exactly. You get it, Yumeko. My family's never been closer. And that's all I want. They told me to make a lot of money in the city, make something of myself and all that. It might seem old-fashioned, but I just want to put the people I love first. That's all you got in life, really. I'm curious, what do you put first in life?
Ooh, family, career, or happiness? Let's see. Family, career, or happiness? Well, I think that you can't really have happiness without having not happiness, you know? There's always going to be sacrifices, times when you're never going to be, times when you're not going to be happy about something. But I would definitely say family. Sometimes family's all you got. So that'd have to be family, no doubt.
Oh, is that so? I think we'd make a great team then.
We talked for several hours about what we wanted in life. We seemed to match up perfectly. I was beaming the whole time. It was hard to believe that.
It's Bun.
Yui pointed in front of us, and sure enough, there was Bun, chomping on a bush. I'd never seen anyone move so fast. Yui descended on Bun like a hawk and grabbed him in an instant.
You're going back to your den, you bad little bunny. But I'm happy you're safe.
She nuzzled her face against his fur. Bun was practically purring with delight. Then she looked right at me.
I can't promise I could give you the most exciting life with the most twists and turns around every corner. But I can promise that if you choose me, I'd always be by your side, no matter what. Wherever you were, I'd come running. Always.
She took a step forwards and kissed me on my cheek. We locked eyes, and for that time, all I could see was her, and how beautiful she was. Bun Bun Dun Bun seemed to be a little jealous after that.
Thanks again for the help, Yumeko. Being with you made this all go a lot faster. It made it really special to me.
Anytime, Yui. I'm happy to. We walked back together to the mansion, holding hands and smiling all the while. Nope. I was feeling too restless after today's date to wait in my room, so I went downstairs for a walk. I decided to walk to the kitchen and opened the fridge. Turns out there were some leftover cookies that Violet and I had made together. I grabbed a few and wolfed them down. Delicious.
Got a case of the midnight munchies?
I figured I'd do my civil duty and help finish the cookies Violet and I made.
Right. Only a good Samaritan would finish all the cookies, so no one else would have to make that sacrifice.
I'm just too good of a person. I know. It gets me in trouble sometimes.
Anyway, I've been meaning to talk to you.
What's up?
How'd your date with Yui today go?
Oh, that voice crack, holy crap.
Huh.
I don't know, honestly. Like, I definitely feel like Violet's kind of like, you know, that's the girl I would totally go for. That's hard. This is very clearly a choice in the game that actually has like a distinct impact. It's either going to go one way or the other after this decision, just because that's kind of the quality of this game. So let's see here. Awesome or eh. Well, to be honest, I just feel like Violet's more my drift, you know? But just for viewers' sake, we're going to say it was awesome. It felt like it was out of a fairy tale. You and I spent the whole day just talking in the nature, talking about home and family. She's totally wife material.
Isn't she? Yui's amazing. You know, before the show even started, she was my personal favorite.
I can see why. She's got such a big heart. I'm in awe of her. I really love that about her. Like, she can be so kind and thoughtful, even when life gives her a losing hand.
Yui's really one of a kind, especially nowadays. If you don't get the chance to be engaged to her by the end of this show, good luck ever getting a chance to. I've got a feeling that she has a long, long line of people wanting to date her after the show.
And they'll have to get through me first.
Oh, they will. Anyway, you're probably safe for at least another day, thanks to the ongoing rivalry between Violet and Yui. The stakes are rising, and so are our precious ratings, so without further ado, it's about time for Phase 3. You've only got one date left with each of them before the final day, so make them count. You're not out of the woods just yet.
Will do.
Alright, good. Well, I need to get back to preparing for tomorrow's show. And you better rest up for tomorrow. You only get one third date with a girl, right?
Sounds good to me, Cat.
See you later, Yumeko.
Night, Cat. And thanks for the help. I realize I'd probably be screwed without you.
Don't thank me yet.
I walked back to my room and plopped on my bed. Time to get some shut-eye.
Alright, we're out of the mansion. Next stop, the beach. I told you the staff wouldn't suspect a thing. That's because nobody's been stupid enough to try to escape till now. Maybe people should have been a little more stupid a little sooner.
Easier said than done. She grabbed my hand and pulled me along.
We'll go through the forest. Come on.
We ran through the forest as if the devil were chasing us. The truth was not far from it. That voice crack, damn.
Okay, I can see the pier now. And the boat. We're this close to getting out of here.
She always put on her bravest face when she was afraid.
We're gonna make it, right?
Of course. The boat's just a little further, and no one's on our trail.
I can't believe it. We're finally gonna get out of here. We're finally... We're finally gonna leave, Yumeko. About time, if you ask me. I've dreamt about this moment every day since... who knows how long I've been trapped here now. But I never thought I could escape till I got to know you.
I laughed. You're giving me too much credit. It was your idea. Find any other sane person and they would have told you the same things.
Sane people didn't try to escape with me.
I wouldn't have stayed sane if it weren't for you, though. She laughed. That was my favorite sound.
Let's get back to matters at hand. We both know that this is where the rubber meets the road.
Yeah.
Now it's just a mad dash to the finish. You ready to run?
No.
I'm kidding. Let's go.
That favorite sound of mine once more. I hope it's not the last time I hear it. Okay, so you have this little subplot of me and somebody else trying to make an escape here.
You've got to be kidding. My goodness, she really said that? Yeah, and then she was like, whoa. Then she was all like, whoa, what the hell is that?
A flash of white raced through the kitchen, sending the girls into a frenzy.
What the hell is that? Coming through, sorry.
Yui practically bulldozed the other girls into the kitchen. What's going on?
I take it back. Bun 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 is such a bad boy. He just seems so well behaved. I thought I let him outside again and...
Bun 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 effortlessly swerved past Yui, onto Violet, and leapt onto Allie.
Wah!
Bun 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 somehow made its way up to her head and took her cap in his mouth.
Hey, give that back!
Bun 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 seemed to sneer at Allie, then leapt away and ran off.
Get back here!
Allie started chasing Bun Bun with all she had, but somehow he always stayed one step ahead of her.
If this looks like a job for me, I'm gonna need a Venus flytrap and a few bottles of...
Bun 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 leapt onto Scarlet.
Ah! Get it off! It is quite humorous that a mere bunny has eluded you all for this long. Think you could catch it? Why, of course. Watch him master it.
Bun 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 leapt onto Violet's face.
Ah! Get this foul creature off of me!
Bun 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 sneered with contempt.
Someone do something!
At that moment, I realized that Tara was recording Violet's struggles. What the hell?
I'm helping in just a second.
Bun 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 left off of Violet onto the kitchen floor and ran out.
Give my cat back! I do suppose a nice rabbit stew is on for lunch today. Huh, I guess I should help too. You up to help, Yumeko?
I don't see why not. Time for round 2. Now, quick, before it gets too far.
I'm right behind you.
We spent the rest of the morning trying to catch Bun Bun Bun. Emphasis on trying. That bunny is on something. I'm calling it now. We finally managed to catch him by baiting him with some food Violet reluctantly made, and even then he didn't make it easy. Let's hope the rest of the day is a little bit more relaxed.
Good morning, Yumeko. Time sure flies, huh? The show's almost over and you'll be able to go back to regular life soon. No idea if that's gonna have any less headaches, though.
Who knows? As strange as it sounds, I've had some fun here. The whole getting murdered thing isn't great, but it hasn't been all bad.
I did mention that other people would kill to be in your position.
On second thought, they definitely haven't thought it through enough.
Probably not. Well, back to business. It's time to pick who you'll go on your first third date with. Who's the unlucky soulmate candidate today?
Violet, obviously.
You didn't let me down, Yumeko. I had my doubts with Violet at first, but now I can see why she's the audience favorite. Don't mess it up.
Wouldn't dream of it. I found Violet in the same place I met her. She was taking out a fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed one of the cookies in one smooth motion.
Ow, hot.
I flung the cookie into my mouth anyway.
Worth the pain.
Ugh, damn, that was delicious.
Wait a moment, you silly goose. You never fail to make me laugh, Yumeko. I quite admire that.
I did a mocking bow with my arms behind my back and put on my best fancy accent. The pleasure's all mine, milady.
Stop it, you.
I wolfed down another cookie. Hell yeah.
You do know those are for sharing with everyone, right?
I'm part of everyone. What's the problem here? We laughed together at the bit we were performing.
That reminds me, Yumeko.
What's up, Violet?
It's come to my attention that this show will be ending quite soon.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, do cheer up, please. I don't intend to feel sorry for myself. Instead, I want to use the time we have left here to do something I've always longed to do.
And what's that?
What I want is to go on a kind of date. The kind that normal people go on. The kind that I've only read about. Having a picnic, watching a movie at the theater, long walks on the beach, even something crazy like a paint night. And then we can watch the sunset go down together, and it'd be so romantic.
Her enthusiasm was adorable. She was practically bouncing around the room like a ping pong ball. I think we can make that happen.
Can we now?
Ugh.
Can't we now? Which one?
Why not all of them? She's got the most beautiful smile. Damn.
Really? You've got to be kidding me.
You can count on me, Violet. I'll make it happen.
Yay!
She did a little cheer and dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That said, I have no idea what to do. Guess this will be touch and go.
It wouldn't be fair if you figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic.
She pulled out a basket from behind her.
Care to join me in the lovely outdoors?
I wouldn't miss it for the world, Violet. We walked outside for a while, then settled on a lovely spot with a nice mix of shade and sunlight for our picnic. The way her silver caught the sunlight, it was enough to make you believe in angels. She was so beautiful.
Dig in. I've brought plenty. Please don't hold yourself back.
I've got to be the luckiest person alive.
Save that talk for after you try this. I'm letting you have the first bite.
Should I be worried? I smiled as she mock pouted. Just kidding. She laughed and smiled as she spoon-fed me a delicious egg roll. Called it. I'm the luckiest person alive. Not just because the food's delicious, but because you're here next to me, Violet. You've made this week so special.
I feel the same way, Yumeko. And there's more where that came from.
You're absolutely right. I've got something prepared for just the two of us next.
You owe me one.
Oh, it's Kat.
You owe me one, Yumeko.
We enjoyed the delicious food and conversation over the rest of the afternoon. We walked back to the mansion hand in hand, smiling all the while. Next stop, the only movie theater on the island.
I didn't know we had a room like this in the mansion.
I'm not surprised. Tara's pretty territorial about this room, from what I've seen and heard. But right now, it's our very own private movie theater. I did a little jazz hand to the TV. Violet clapped as if I had just put on a performance of a lifetime. I made a dramatic bow, then took a look at what movies we had in store. Let's see, we have rom-coms, fantasy medieval movies, war movies, a few superhero movies, and last but not least, a horror movie. I'll pull it on a rom-com. From what Violet was saying earlier, this would definitely be her favorite. I started the movie, then went back and sat next to Violet, with my arm around her. The story was about a girl who moved to a place called New York to become a writer, falls in love with a boy she meets there, and eventually realizes her dream and her love. It wasn't anything special, but Violet was thoroughly entranced for the whole movie. Me, I was more entranced by her. After the credits rolled, Violet practically burst into tears.
This was the best movie I've seen in my whole life. My whole life.
Then how about we take a scene you liked from the movie and turn it into a painting?
Oh my gosh, you didn't.
Just wait right here for a second.
Okay.
I had no idea where to find art supplies, but I knew if there was anyone who could, it was Kat. Kat, I think you know the sitch.
You got some nerve putting this together for the last minute, but I like that about you. 4. Set up everything they need for a paint night in the main hall of the mansion, stat. Oh man, I just finished my shift. Even better, you've got free time for this. And so we started painting on canvases in the main hall. I think I'll paint a picture of Violet and I watching a movie together or a scene from the movie. Obviously it's got to be Violet and I, right? This counts, right? What are you painting, Yumeko? I'm painting a picture of us, watching the movie together. It's the most beautiful scene from the movie, you know? It'd be a shame not to capture it. You're quite the flirt, you know that? But I like that about you. Her smile could melt the coldest heart. So which scene are you painting, Violet? I'm drawing the scene where the girl runs out into the rain to tell the boy that she loves her. It was just so romantic. She sighed like a love-struck teenager. I could tell she was putting her whole heart into her painting. She captured the scene perfectly. As for me, well, let's just say I was more focused on making the people have the right number of heads, and was working from there. An hour or so later, we finished and compared our final artworks. She's an incredibly talented artist. Me, not so much. That was embarrassing, but man, it was worth it just to see her smile and break into laughter. Her laughter was interrupted by a gurgle from her stomach. Mother would punish me for sure if she heard me make that sound, but who cares now? Violet was unstoppable at this point. Is it time for dinner? I do believe it is. I volunteered to cook, but she wanted to go back to the restaurant that we went to on our first date, so we did. Apparently, she was trying too hard to be prim and proper back then, and didn't actually get to eat as much as she wanted. She ate up a storm, almost literally. Almost. We spent dinner wolfing down delicious food without a care in the world, and laughing about the scenes of the movie and our little artsy adventure. Then, finally, we went for the long-awaited walk on the beach. We held hands as we walked along the ocean. The waves of the ocean seemed to play music for us as we skirted by. At times we talked without end. At other times we enjoyed each other's company and warmth and silence. Either way, we were as happy as can be. We talked about how the past, the present, and future were so different than before because of each other. You know, Yumeko, if you asked me to marry you right now, without a doubt I'd accept. I know it sounds quite crazy to say that in such a short period of time, but I just know it. She kissed me passionately, with everything she had. And what came next was the perfect ending to our lovely date. Come closer. Pog? After today's date with Violet, I decided to take a stroll around the mansion. The night was clear as could be. A light breeze made it just a bit chilly, but not enough that I needed to put on more. I found myself fixating on the moon without thinking. I thought I'd find you here. What's that? Just a gut feeling, and the island-wide surveillance system. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm just thinking. I can't believe the show's almost over. I didn't feel real earlier today. Time sure flies, doesn't it? You've only got the last third date with Yui tomorrow, then the final ceremony and the day after. Speaking of which, how was your date with Violet today? It was awesome. Being with Violet makes me feel like I'm on top of the world. Somehow she takes my breath away with how cool she can be, and at the same time makes me laugh like a child alongside her. I had no idea that I'd fall for her so hard after our first meeting, but I couldn't help myself. And now what I want most is to make her the happiest woman in the world. Now that's what I like to hear. I had my doubts at first, but you two really stole the show. And with good reason. I feel like our viewers got to see a glimpse of what your lives together would be like. Maybe the mess in the kitchen won't be from the dough next time, No comment. Who knew that 3 dates were all you needed to figure out if a marriage would last? If this TV gig doesn't work out, maybe I should become a marriage counselor. Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get some work done tonight to prep for the ending of the show. You know what? I could use some company. And it's not like you were up to anything. Kat reached her hand out to me. I put my hand in hers on instinct. With her hand in mine, she pulled me with her too. The library? Now, you're probably wondering, why did I bring you here of all places? You like to read? Well, yes, but no. There's no internet for us goons, so here's where we store most of our information. Records of every single run of the show, building and security details, guard schedules, and most importantly, salary records. It's hidden in plain sight as regular books. You need to know how to decipher them, though. They're pretty useless to the average person. God, that is very loud. I'm going to turn that down. Interesting, and also a little unnecessary. Who here's going to read a book? Oh, I knew the state of education was bad, but not this bad. It still doesn't answer why you brought me here. Well, you see, I have this lovely chair and table here that I do so love to work on. And it's truly, truly exhausting for me to give it up from this lovely arrangement to have to fetch a book each time I need reference. So, you want me to grab your books for you so you can just stay here? I'm so glad you understand. And you know, I'm doing everything I can to keep you alive, and it's just a teeny tiny favor. I couldn't help but laugh at her mock pout. Sure, Kat. It's the least I can do. Great. Alright, to start I need you to grab me The Princess of Averanda, 100 Easy Recipes for a Philosopher's Stone, and... I regret everything. This must be the 100th batch of books I've had to deliver. It's been hours. Seriously, whoever designed this system should be shot. Damn. I tried to read a few of the books I was delivering, but like Kat said, they just seemed like regular books. And that's a wrap. Thanks for the help, Yumeko. I'll send you a thank you card for when you're off this island or something. At that rate, that was pretty much slave labor. I like to think of it more as unpaid charity work. You've got one last date tomorrow. Don't mess it up. I'm curious what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of here. Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe try to figure out what my life was before. Who knows? That's as good a start as any. Well, I gotta get back to editing. Night, Yumeko. See you, Kat. Guess I'll head back to the room and call it a night. The alarms were deafening. We planned for every possibility we could, but it wasn't enough. We made it to the ship, but it still wasn't enough. Our one saving grace, the ship, won't start. Someone tampered with it, and there's no time to fix it. That's it then. I couldn't find the words to say. I love you. I love you too, Yumeko. I wish we could have met anywhere but here. She held me in her arms with the last of her strength. All that's left to do is wait. Goodbye, love. Yabai, Peko. Alrighty, well, we are going to save it right there. Boom, there you go. And we're going to return back to the main menu if I can figure out at all how to do that. There we go. Alrighty, everybody. Well, that was, what was that, episode 3, I believe, of Find Love or Die Trying. Things are starting to get a little bit interesting, and I believe next episode is going to be the last one. So, honestly, it's pretty... Like, the quality of it, in terms of the visuals you get, is pretty nice. I like it. I'm not sure if they're using any stock characters or anything. They most definitely could be, but definitely in terms of sound effects, storyline, and dialogue, you know, like, in terms of options and where they lead, all that stuff is pretty amateurish, to say the least. It's not really all that in-depth, but hey, it's free. What are you going to expect from it, right?
So I think in the end, I'm probably going to choose Violet. I think for sure I'm probably gonna. I think for sure I'm gonna choose Violet. But that's gonna be it for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and tell me in the comment section below what you enjoyed about it and what other games you would like to see me play in the future. If you enjoyed this video and you are interested in any other videos or series on my channel, then I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you will be notified whenever a new one of those videos comes out. That's going to be it for me, and I'll see you in the next one.